Hello, guys, and welcome back to a Cradle Approach to Learning Computer Programming. We are learning how to program using C Sharp. My name is Mahmoud Shoaib, and in today's lesson, we'll be looking at the Microsoft Visual Studio 2015 Community Edition user interface. So, in this short video, we're going to learn about the user interface, how we can save files into projects, how we can change the user interface and make navigation a little bit easier. Now, we've been priming, so we haven't done any programming, but I assure you in the next video, we are going to start writing our programs and seeing and learning about the syntax.
Okay, the first thing we're going to do is to start up Visual Studio if you haven't. I just clicked on the icon and I've loaded Visual Studio. Now you'll be greeted with this screen. It's like a splash screen. You can go to settings and turn it off if you want. But I'm just going to show you a very quick shortcut. You can just press F9 when you're at this screen and it will take you directly to the MSDN website. Remember we said that's Microsoft Developer Network. That's what MSDN means. And you can use this to learn more. Let's see, for instance, I want to learn about classes. I can just type classes and then press the enter key, either classes in C Sharp or VB.NET or C++. Either way, it will bring out useful hints and information and you can learn more about classes. Sometimes you even have links to books and you can always check this and read it. That's cool. So let's just close that and go back to the start page. Now let's look at the top menu here, drop down menus. You can see we have file, edit. File is like most applications, you can create a new file, new project. You can open projects you have. Project is usually called a solution in Visual Studio. The edit menu allows you to change the properties. Now it's all grayed out. We don't have a project here. Let me just quickly open up this currency converter console application so that we could be able to see the options for editing pop up and we can be able to see how we can use that to change or to manipulate text. Basically, if you used any text editor, it will be fine. It uses Control C, Control V, Control X for cutting, as a Control X copy paste. So these are all standard tools. So it's actually ready, but we don't see anything. So what's happening? Before you can actually see your program, you have to open up the on the view. You'll see the Solution Explorer. Is the Solution Explorer you use to see any project or solution you have that's in the scene. So the shortcut is Control W and S. So I'll just click on the Solution Explorer. It's going to open up a small window right here. Like good. I actually docked it down. That's kind of weird. Anyway, if you click this slider and then go to program.cs and double click program.cs, this contains the text information about the program and it has its own built-in editor. So that is where we are going to see the codes we write. You actually write the codes in the editor. So in case you don't see that, remember just go to View and go to Solution Explorer and it will pop up just like that. So now that we have this editor in view, we can actually go to Edit and you can see these options are actually popped up for you. Now, should in case I want to change this word called international currency, this variable, I can just go to View, Edit, and say Find and Replace. Quick find. It is going to find wherever there's the word international currency and replace it, but we don't want to do that right now. So I'll just close this menu up. So the View menu is actually going to allow you to see some stuff that you don't want, like hiding. So let's say, for instance, we want to show the Start menu again. Just click on View and then go to Start Page. It's going to bring back that Start page. So in case you want to get back here or trying to navigate back to Start page, it's fine. So in case you undock your windows, you can always bring them back. So let's close all this. So underneath the project menu, you can add form or class, just like when we went to File and said New, File. You can just go to Project and you can add some of these from there too. Now to change the interface, we can go to Tools and go to Customize. Now in the customize menu allows you to just basically change these options you have up here. If I take out the standard toolbar, you see it's no longer there. If I take out the layout or add any of these options, they will pop up. So let me just bring out the standard toolbar. It's always nice having the standard toolbar. Alright, that's great. So now I want to edit the menu. We go to options. Now you can either click on the color theme, it could be blue or dark. I actually like the dark theme. It's kind of like Dracula. I think, alright, yeah, it's like Dracula. It just Now the good thing about working with a dark theme is that the dark theme is going to reduce the intensity of light that is entering your eyes, because sometimes you're going to be spending a lot of hours when you're programming. So I personally like this dark interface, but for the sake of the tutorials, I usually leave it on the white interface. So you go to tools, back to tools, options. There's also the blue interface. Kind of makes it look more like where you have these toolbars have this blue and white gradient to it. So the blue is actually cool. It's also nice. So if you want to get back to our code, we go back to Solution Explorer. Remember, double click on the CS program. Now it's actually small. We can't see anything. You can actually press Control and use your scroll wheel, the third mouse tree, that's your scroller, and you can actually zoom in or zoom out. So if I want to zoom in on this code so that everyone can see this clearly, we can do that. Or alternatively, you can click on the slider icon, and this will be 100, 150 in case you just have a mouse without the scroller third wheel. One other thing you also notice the line numbers. Let me get rid of this guy. One thing we can notice is the line numbers. So also we can go to Tools, Customize. Sorry, not Tools, Customize. Tools, Options. So we can set the general options. So the text editor. So setting up these options will allow you to be able to customize how this works for each of the programs. So you can actually specify a path to where your files can be stored. You can specify a location for your folders or where you want your projects to actually be loaded from. You can change these. So actually it's kind of nice leaving it default. You can also change the font style. If you don't like the default font style or the font style that comes up here, you can actually go to this menu here and change it. It's kind of slow right now. Aha, yeah, we're there. So we can use this, change the color value for the line numbers and all that. There's a lot of things you can do. You can also change the size of the text directly or the font style to any style you want. If in case you're a fan of Times New Roman, do we have Times New Roman? I'm not sure. I don't know if we have Times New Roman here, but basically that's it. All right, cool. So now you notice if we let's go ahead and open more windows. Let's see. Open up the class view. Now you notice there's a pin icon here, like pin boards. If you click on the pin board, it's going to like undock the menu you have open. So you can just click on that and it's pop up. As simple as that. Let's reopen the Solution Explorer and then pin the Solution Explorer. It's going to pin it at the bottom. You can also see the output is pinned. So what happens when we want to drag the Solution Explorer back here to the class view and also the output? Let's first click on the output. The first drop down is for the window position, and we're going to float this guy. So by floating, you can, this yellow tab, we can left click and hold and just float it around. So I'm going to dock it to the right, just like that. So basically that's how you dock and float. So it's just, basically that's just the thing about the interface. You can always save your files, go into File, Save, and that's it. If you need help, you can check the help menu and go around. But basically that's it. File, the view allows you to use open. Under tools, you can either go to customize or options to change your user interface or to include your line numbers, change your background color or your text. So yeah, basically that's it for this video. In the next video, we'll be seeing how we can write a simple program, and I'll be explaining what these mean, because this might seem abstract to beginners and users. So if you like this video, you can feel free to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.